All right, so you're a trader and you have a small account and you're trying to find a way in which you can grow it over a period of time using a simple strategy or a system. Now, I'm going to break down the mathematics or the math behind how to do so with a simple 5% rule. So maybe it's someone that has $500, maybe it's someone that has $1,000 to start with, and we're going to use that approach, starting with $1,000 and being able to break that down in terms of the 5% rule, meaning how many points can I risk or leverage in the market in reference to stop loss, and what to look for as far as the number of points in earnings or profits to be able to build that account, to grow that account month by month. So, please pay attention from beginning to end. I'm just going to share with you towards the end the general kind of strategy and how I use. It's all surrounding supply and demand using multi-chart confluence. But today's video, the point of the matter or the topic is surrounding how to grow a small account with a limited amount of funds, meaning you have a small capital. Okay. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you using a calculator. All right. Someone that has $1,000, right? So if we have $1,000 to start with, correct? Okay. Times 5%. All right. That's the rule in which I govern by, basically stating that I never want to leverage or use more than 5% capital. Okay, so that means that I can have a basically a $50 cap on as far as my stop. Now I can have a $50 cap as far as stop, and a $50 going for $50 as far as profit. Now if I'm breaking this down in terms of a point basis, maybe meaning where to place your stop as far as how many points based on a 5% rule, so we'll simply go times 0.5, because it's every tick on the, and we're talking about the micro Nasdaq now. Okay, I know I have the Nasdaq E-mini futures up here, but we're just thinking about it in terms because they kind of trade similar too. But if you're interested in growing a small account, trade the micro Nasdaq, this is how I would go about doing it. Again, now the $50 times 50 cent a tick, because that's what the tick value is on the micro Nasdaq. So that's going to say that's going to let us know that we can have a max of 25 point stop loss. All right, that's fairly good, to be honest with you. Okay, now we're going to go for and aim for, again, like I said, those $50 profit just as well, meaning, okay, we have a $50 that we're going to work with as a stop loss, which is basically 25 points. So we're going for 25 points in profit as well. If we do this, okay, like I just said, if we do this now, $50 each day, just trying to scout based on making 25 points. Now this is on one micro Nasdaq contract. All right, we will earn $250 per week times basically 4 weeks in a month. So that's going to give us $1,000. So if you start with $1,000, you could possibly end up with, by the end of the month, $2,000. Okay, so times 4, that'll give us an additional $1,000 of capital. So again, now we're rolling over into month 2 with $2,000, right? So if we do the math on that again, 2,000 times the 5% rule, it lets us know, okay, how much money that we can use in leveraging into the market in terms of what we're going to basically look at as far as our capital and stop loss, and what we're going to possibly go for based on using now 2 contracts. Okay, so now if we're using 2 contracts, we could basically use the same philosophy in a sense, because we're still going to be using or going for having no bigger of a stop loss, no more than 25 points, because that's really all you need, to be honest with you. So we say times 0.5. Okay, even though that's saying that we can have a stop loss of 50 points. We don't want to have a 50-point stop loss, because we're going to be trading 2 contracts. Okay, so divide that by 2 basically, and that's saying still we keep a 25-point stop loss and going for basically 25 points within the market as well. Again, keeping everything the same each month going forward. So again, now we have a now we're working with the $100. Okay, like I just said, but we're trading 2 contracts, so we want to keep things the same, going for 25 points profit and keeping that 25-point stop just as well. So 25 points times 4 ticks in every point is going to give us, a 100 ticks times the tick value. All right, that's $50. We trade with 2 contracts now, times 2, that's $100. So now that we have basically, a $100 basically stop, because we're trading with 2 contracts now, we're going for $100 in the market, trading those 2 contracts. Now, if we do that times what? Times 5, instead of making 250, now because we have extra capital to work with and we could trade an additional lot or contract size, now we can have or go for $500 per week, which times 4, on average, all right, $2,000. Now, I know this is a hypothetical situation because a lot of you probably say, well, are you factoring in any losses and things of nature like that? Yeah, I mean, what I'm factoring in we're not taking into consideration the actual losses, because the fact is you may trade 5 days a week and you may have a losing trade, okay? But this is all about using a specific strategy and making sure that it works correctly. So let's say you have a losing day, okay? And you know your loss, okay? Because your max loss is only going to be 25 points. So you have a loss on that. Let's say within that 5-day period, one day you have a loss of a trade, whatever the case is. That's going to be what? How much is that going to cost you on 2 contracts? It's going to cost you $100, okay? That's not a lot of money. But let's say you get back into the market the next day and you make that right back up, okay? Times 2. So let's say you made $200 come day 5, and now we're back at that, that $2,000 mark for the week. I'm sorry, not $2,000 mark, the $500 mark for the week. So 500 times 4 is $2,000. So again, let me kind of reiterate that again. Let's say that we're in month 2 now, okay, or even month 1, but let's say month 2. We're going for $100 per day, right? And let's say within that 4-day period, we lost $100, okay? Okay, coming to the 5th day, let's say we were able to make that $100 back up. You see what I'm saying? Able to make up the difference of what we lost the last day, okay? And the next day, we make it back up. So now we're back at $500 for the week. On average, you should be making that, at least that amount, because making $100 in the market is very, very, very easy, even trading the micros if you know what you're doing correctly. But that's why I'm sharing with you a great, I guess a great strategy set in which you can use and stick by if you use 5%. Never leveraging more than 5% of your small account capital, okay? Whether it's $500, whether it's $1,000. So each month it's going to allow your profits to increase, or your capital to increase, really so, because now at the end of month 2 you've made $2,000 in profit. Okay, this is hypothetical speaking, in terms of you being able to profit and make that $500 per week. Okay, that's $100 per day. That's very easy to do. Now, let's say you're able to do that at the end of actual month 2. Okay, because month 1, now we've carried over $2,000 into month 2. Okay, and at the end of month 2, we profited $2,000. So carrying into month 3, now we have what? We have $4,000 of capital to actually work with. So now with $4,000, okay, we can say, well, what's the 5% based on 5% rule? How much? I'm sorry about that. How much can I, leverage in the market? All right. So there we go. Now that's not correct. I'm sorry. The $4,000 right quick times 5%, it should be like $200. Yeah, $200. There we go. Now we can leverage $200. Okay, so now we're ramping things up to where month 1 we traded 1 contract, month 2 we traded 2 contracts. Going into the 3rd month, now we're able to trade 4 contracts, keeping everything the same, using the 5% rule, having a 25-point stop, okay? And, going forward, all right, now this is basically giving us a $200 stop loss. So the max we will lose on a trade is $200, but we're going to go for a 1-to-1 to try to make $200, or even a 2-to-1 to where we can make, say, for example, $400, all right? So we would have to go, keeping things simple, 25 points, stop, aiming for 25 points in profit. If you do that twice a day, then you can make $400 once you're into that 3rd month, and the money really starts to stack up from there. So if we do that five days a week, that's $1,000 per week at the end of the month. Now we're at $4,000. So now coming in the 3rd month, we had started with capital of $4,000. At the end of the 3rd month, now we're up $8,000. But again, this is hypothetically speaking, if you are, taking small losses and you're not taking losses back to back to back to back. You see what I'm saying? So you should be able to do this because it's fairly easy to do if you have a great systematic or strategy that works for you on a daily basis. This is just a step-by-step guide letting you know, from a math standpoint, again, if you're able to capitalize and profit every single day, a decent amount from the market. Okay, making $100 a day is very easy. Making $200 a day is very easy, but take it slow and allow the account size to your capital to actually grow. The strategy and how I trade is very simple. Spend some time, guys. I'm telling you right now to watch the video content here on the channel, because the way I trade, I'm using a higher base chart and then a lower base chart. Simply just top-down analysis. finding out from a higher base chart. Okay, this is important. Okay, so write this down. Start with the higher base chart to determine the structure of the market. That means which way is the market trending? Is it to the upside or to the downside? If you look at the market, we are been trending to the downside. So if I know we're trending to the downside, then I'm going to be looking for supply setups going to the downside every time the market breaks structure. All right. So if the market breaks structure lower, then I market up my zones to start with off of a higher base chart. Okay. Just going to show you an example right quick. Let's say that we were, moving to the downside. I can see that we're very bearish. We're breaking multiple areas of structure. That was a low, came down, broke structure. This is a low, came down, broke more structure. This is a low. Pull back, broke below that area, that low right there, created more structure to the downside, or broke that structure to the downside, that low there. But then we have a situation where the market reverses to where it's pushed to the upside, broke a high. Okay. So then we have a high, a higher low, a higher high situation. Okay. Coming back, breaking more structure to the upside. So we reversed right here back to the upside to now where we're breaking structure, going higher. Now, at some point, the market will what? Turn back around and start to break structure going back lower like it did right here. It made a low, or made us run to the downside, pull back, made a low, lower high, broke structure. So we broke structure, as you can see, below this low here. Okay. We came on down and we broke right below that area there. So this is a pullback to a key area, say, of supply right here. All right. You want to make sure it's a high probability zone. I'll talk about that in reference to where the fair value gap or gap rests back at the zone. Okay. So the market turned around here and started re-breaking structure back to the downside, pull back. We have a supply area here. This is where I would mark up, because now we are showing some bearish sentiment to the downside. I would mark up a supply zone, and then once I mark up on my higher base chart, I would move down to a lower base chart. Look for some rejection or some reaction at this level here, or this zone, to actually continue taking the market back to the downside, or at least take out this low right here. This is what I talk about as far as multi-chart confluence here on my videos here on the channel. Please spend some time watching that, okay? Now, really the blueprint or the cornerstone of how I trade, I cover in a lot more in great detail for all the elite and the ultra elite supporters. So maybe you want to become one of those members and gain access to all that private community information. There are tons of members who are part of that community, and a lot of people, most of them, are really finding so much added value because it's helped them out to understand, one, the personal strategy and how I actually trade, okay? But it's very simplistic, because a lot of people struggle with the idea of being able to follow market structure, okay? Because that's very important. So I did a great video on that. So let me kind of give you a gist of what I'm talking about. If you want to become an elite member, okay, or supporter of the channel, that private community, you gain access to all my trade breakdown videos. So if you are, say for example, a Discord member, and the link for the Discord is down below in the description portion of the video. It's not inexpensive. It is free to join and become a member of the Discord, okay? But that's where I post my trades at, over on the trading floor, okay? I post my trades, fellow members who are part of the community post their trades, but I'll go back and I'll break my trades down in detail for the elite and the ultra elite supporters. It covers all my trades, breakdowns in reference to market structure, price action, stop loss placement, and profit target areas surrounding each one of the trades I take. I break the trades down so that you can simply understand by watching the video content, because most people are visual learners. So when I'm walking you through why I took those trades, and you understand, okay, I see the structure, I understand the price action behind it, I understand why you took that trade based on the structure of the market, and using top-down analysis, that helps people kind of things at some point kind of click, okay? And there are people who are passing, say for example, a lot of people use or trading with prop firms today. They're passing their evaluations. Some of them are trading with their own live accounts. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that is where the information, the cornerstone of how I trade is really, is really, I really go into detail, all the gems, the nuggets, the golden information that I cover. So if you want to become either an elite or an ultra elite supporter and gain access to the trade breakdown videos, video playlist, a great video surrounding market structure, and as well, if you want to gain access to the live recorded trading session videos that I post as well, you may want to become either an elite or an ultra elite supporter. Now, the link is down below. It's titled Elite and or Ultra Elite Supporter. Click on that. Give it a few seconds. You'll see a few tiers pop up. This is all through the YouTube tier membership program, okay? That allows content creators like myself to be able to make added content and share it with in a private group or community. Okay, very inexpensive. I'm telling you that right now. If you want to become an elite, say, supporter, only $6.99 a month. That basically breaks down to be 24 cents on the day. So think about it in terms of how much do you spend every single day on lunch or on the price of a cup of coffee every single day. Here's something that could be game changing for you, and for you can start to understand a systematic and a great strategy and how to trade the future market. So to become an elite supporter, $6.99 a month. To become an ultra elite, where you gain access to, like I said, the trade breakdowns, video playlists, market structure video, plus my live recorded trading session videos. That's what it's going to be, $14.99 a month. So the choice is yours. The information is there. The link is down below if you want to join. So scroll down and click on that link if you choose to. But outside of that, that's really all I have. If you have not taken the time to subscribe to the channel already, please do so by clicking the sub button right now, because it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. You should know that, right? All right, and you gain access to the video content when I drop. Okay, so let me say this right now. Make sure to click the bell so that you do not miss any of the uploaded content. That's the post notification bell. All right. Last but not least, if you found some value in today's video, please do me the biggest favor and click that thumbs up button, that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Take care, and I'll see everyone in the next one.